How to use the Edge Browser 2018. Part 3. Additional browser functions and settings. This video describes the Edge browser functions that can be executed by clicking the ellipsis in the upper right corner of the browser window. This clip shows how to open the playlist for a video, but please note the clip was prepared for a different video. The steps are the same for the video you are watching. This video is in a playlist. You should watch the videos in order from the playlist. To open the playlist, hover over the video window and click the circled eye in the upper right corner. Then click the playlist pop-up. Click the ellipsis to open the functions list. Clicking New Window opens the browser to its startup page in another window. This window is independent of the first window. You can scroll it, change size, anything you want of either window, and they're independent of each other. Another way to create a new window is to open a tab. We have a tab that's open to CNN. We have a tab that's open to Dow Jones. You can create a new window by just dragging either tab down off the top of the window and releasing. Now we have a new window, and it's a little easier to create it that way maybe than by going through the functions menu. Going back to our list of functions, the new and private window creates a new window, but it doesn't record the new window and browsing from it in the browser history. So that's in case you're afraid somebody will have access to your computer and look at your browser history. It won't show the ones you've navigated to with the new and private window. The zoom changes the size of the display. Minus makes it smaller, plus makes it larger. I'll click it. Everything on the display gets larger, pictures and text. Click the minus to make them smaller. Don't do it that way. Use Control plus and Control minus. It's much more convenient. I'll hit Control minus, getting smaller again. Control plus twice. Much easier to do it with Control plus, Control minus. Find on page. We'll do a search of the text that's on the current page looking for a match. And for instance, let's look for something we know is there. Partnership. Let's look for SH. So type S. It shows everywhere on the page that it found an S. Type an H. Where it found an SH, it's highlighted right here in blue, and that's the only place it found SH. If it had found SH anywhere else, they would all be highlighted. You can search for a different string just by Xing it out and typing another search string. You can go forward or back in the search by clicking the arrows. If you put the cursor in the search box, you can clear the last search by clicking the X. You can make the search box go away by clicking the X at the end of the line the find command is on. Now there's a much easier way to use the find command, and that's press Control F. The same thing happens. The search box appears. You can type in it and search. There are a couple of options you can use for the searches. Click Options. Match whole word means that it won't find a bunch of letters that are inside of another word. It'll only find those letters if they're by themselves. For instance, let's look for RAN, which is inside of RANGE, with the whole word feature on. It did not find a match, even though that string RAN is within there. But if I type the GE, it does find a match because it has to match everything you type, RANGE. It has to be a whole word, which means if there's another letter after what you typed, it doesn't find a match again. It now would be only find ranges. It would not find range. So that's the whole word match. Now notice I've typed that with the lowercase letter r, and there's a capital R here. If I select option match case, it would only find range if all the letters were lowercase, and they're not here. So to find a true match here when case is in effect, I'd have to capitalize the R. Now it finds a match again. Next option is read aloud. What that will do is it will cause all the words on the current page to be read aloud. And I'm going to switch to my home page because it's a little simpler layout.
Wallace homepage, news. CNN Dow New York _times lot _times huff _post slow _tell trib KEYT.
I canceled the read by clicking the X that's highlighted at upper right. Let's continue with the commands here. The print command will bring up a page for setting print options to print the current web page. It will let you select which printer you want to use and change a bunch of other things. I have two printers. I have this laser printer, black and white, and I have a color inkjet here, and then there's a few other options from the print software in the computer, like printing to a PDF file. Once you've finished selecting print options, you can click print at the bottom of that screen to actually print. Pin this page to start. It will create a shortcut on the start menu that will open the current web page. I'll go ahead and click the pin to start, and it says, do you really want to pin to the start menu? And I'll say yes. Now let's look at the start menu, and there's the new pinned shortcut to the Dow Jones from Yahoo. I don't really want to keep it on my start menu, so if you want to right click it, an option is unpin from the start menu. Now I'm going to go over Developer Tools. By default, when you install Windows 10, it's got a buried shortcut to Internet Explorer inside of the Edge browser. It'll open the same page that's open now in the Internet Explorer browser. I recommend you create a shortcut to the Internet Explorer browser on the taskbar. Click the Windows logo to open the program menu. Scroll down to Windows Accessories. Click the arrowhead. Scroll down to Internet Explorer, right-click it, hover over More. If you had not already pinned it to the taskbar, this line would say Pin to Taskbar, and you would click it. I have already pinned it to my taskbar, so the option is now Unpin it, and I'm, of course, not going to unpin it. So I really recommend, if you're going to use the Internet Explorer much, and I do recommend that you have a shortcut for it, put that shortcut on the taskbar. Put all your browser shortcuts on the taskbar, because you will probably use those a lot. Extensions, there are add-on pieces of code that you can connect to your browser to let it do certain things. I haven't really added any, but that'll give you a list of the ones that will work with Edge. Settings and advanced settings will be described in the next video of this series. Thanks for watching this Tom's Tech Notes video. If you liked this video, please click like. There are 250 videos on the channel. Please click subscribe and select notifications to receive an email when I add videos to the channel. To visit the channel, search for TOMSTDA.